Hey everybody, it's Alexia and I am back with another video for you guys, and I want to go ahead and get started talking about the full moon that is in Aquarius on Friday the 28th. Now, not only is this moon a full moon, but it is also a lunar eclipse. So that means that it is going to be a very, very, very potent and strong energy that we're in, to the point where we're already feeling it on some level, and we will be feeling it for a week after even. And this energy is so important, and I'm actually, again, I know I say this a lot, but I'm very excited because Aquarius is all about independence, individuality, uniqueness, doing things differently, and shaking things up. Now, some of the words that have came through to me while I was doing the research for this video is independence, freedom, and uniqueness, not living by the status quo, and to be boldly unique. I see people really feeling this pull, this urge to express themselves, self-expression. I see people really drawing back and trying to figure out who they are, what makes them tick, what are their likes, what are their dislikes on an authentic level. Authentic was another word that came through, the authentic self, to be your authentic self. I see people detaching and pulling away from their environment, their surroundings, their friends, their family, and really focusing on their self-worth and who they are and their individuality, and trying to figure out who they are as a person. Now, when we are talking about manifesting for this moon, we are talking about release, because it's the full moon, and all full moons are for release. And this is such a potent energy, and we are going to look at anything that has to do with yourself. Also, we want to look at releasing judgments and stigmas and toxic feelings that we have placed upon ourselves. We are looking at releasing the fear of judgments of society. And I'm talking about society as a whole, not just the people that are close to you. I'm talking about the people at the gas station, the people at Walmart, the people at the mall, whatever. And releasing the fear and the power of their judgments from you, because at the end of the day, they are not as powerful as you think they are. They're not as powerful as you have told yourself they are, because their opinions really don't matter. But these are just, some examples of things that can be released at this time, but we are looking towards releasing anything that no longer serves you. We're not talking about manifesting for your mom. We're not talking about manifesting for your siblings. We're not talking about manifesting for your wife or your husband or any of that. We're talking about manifesting for yourself on a soul level, and what you need to release and what you need to grow as a person, because we are in the energy of self-expression, and it's almost like can come off as an all about me energy, but that is because we are in the sign of Leo as of the Sunday the 22nd, and Leo is very in your face. Leo is very expressive, and Leo has a very strong strive for independence. Now, Aquarius is very big on independence, and Aquarius does not like people in its business, and Aquarius does not care, I should say. Yeah, Aquarius does not care. Aquarius is going to do what Aquarius wants to do, and says, hey, you can talk about me over there because you're not affecting me all the way over here, okay? I don't care. You can go be miserable by yourself. Because at the end of the day, when people are like, look at her, or look at him, you see that? You see that right there? Yeah, they're really just miserable with their lives. So if that's you, there's obviously some things that you need to release. There's some things and a lot of that is people misplacing or projecting their fear of judgment from other people to you. And it really has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with that person and their fears about how people would perceive them if they express their self. Self-expression is a very, very important thing. And I think that it really helps that Aquarius can be such a blunt and in-your-face energy, because self-expression, when we express ourselves and we are creative to the things that we like and are passionate about, it opens up a whole new door. It's a whole new energy for manifestation and manifesting for our lives. When we are in a space where we're happy and we're expressing ourselves and we put ourselves in a space to receive. So you really need to think about this. I feel like this moon is not a moon that you're going to want to miss. And you can still work your magic and still work your intentions for the week after and the rest of the week before if you don't have time on Friday to do this. Friday, of course, would be the best day, but the energy is so strong and so potent, it's still there. But you're not going to want to miss it, because it is so important for manifestation for yourself. And really, we came here alone. We're going to die alone. We need to be happy. There's not a reason that we should feel, or that you should make others feel like they need to be imprisoned in their own bodies and their soul needs to be trapped into this cage. That is not what we came here for. We came here to serve a purpose. We came here to fulfill that purpose. And when we trap ourselves into the shell, this physical body, and we don't ever let our spirit run free and our soul just express itself, you're literally just imprisoning yourself. You've literally wasted your whole human experience of a life in a prison, because you're too afraid of what other people are going to think, that they're not going to matter. We're talking about people that you may never see again, and we're talking about people that may not be in your life in 5 years. So why does their opinions matter? And if their opinions are so strong, then they're not for you anyways. But sorry, I kind of went off on a rant, because it's something that I feel very passionate about, and it's something that I see every single day. People being afraid of what they're interested in because of what others may think and that they might get made fun of. I see people just caging themselves and just being so broken but afraid to heal, and being so miserable but afraid to express themselves. And it's like, why are you sitting here so freaking miserable? Get up and do something about it. And this moon is your chance to get up and do something about it. Okay. But since I know that a lot of you are going to struggle with this energy, and the more that you fight against it, the more you're going to get agitated and irritable, because Aquarius is going to be in your face, because the energy is here to work for you. So the more irritable and irritated that you get, and emotional that you get under this moon, we really need to look at and say, hey, what is it that I'm not expressing? What is it that I'm doing that needs to be changed? But I'm going to shuffle and see how we can work with this energy for our best benefit. Got messages falling all over the place. Okay. The first spot that we get is what possibilities are being offered to me right now. And we get the Knight of Swords. And let's see if you can see that a little bit better. But the Knight of Swords is saying to really open your mind, because there is possibilities and opportunities that you are coming across that you aren't even seeing, that you're blind to, because of the fact that your mind is closed. You're on a one-track mind. This is how things should be. This is how things go. This is my life. And that you're missing these opportunities because you're literally just not in a place to be open and to receive them. But if you can open your mind and you can really just think and give something some consideration and be in a space where you can allow yourself and just say, fine, I'm going to open myself to the possibilities of the world. And then you will start seeing these things that have been lurking in the shadows, waiting to get your attention. Okay? Now, which area of my life is craving freedom? And we get the Tree of Life. And this is saying that you're blocking a part of you, that you're blocking your area. So we'll say you're blocking your solar plexus, which is your third chakra, and it is all about your self-expression and your joy and how you're expressing yourself. And this is saying that this is blocked. You have a blocked place, probably from fear of judgment of others and judging yourself. And it's blocked to where you can't express your joy. You can't express your individuality, your freedom, and therefore it's affecting your sacral chakra, which is about passion, things that, and that's ruling the passion. And then these two are really affecting your creativity, which is really a big part of the energy that we need to for manifestation, because that creative energy just unlocks something within us to be in a space, to be open, and to receive. So you are blocking these areas. You're blocking your creativity, you're blocking your self-expression, and you're blocking your joy, okay? And we need to go ahead and get in a space so where we can release some of this toxic energy, so we can then start to express ourselves and start to just work with what we were naturally given. Okay, now where in my life can I bring more unity? And this is the Page of Coins. And we are really looking for wholeness and unity in the physical realm. And we aren't talking about hiding ourselves and being just to be united with others. This is talking about in your physical realm, in this physical body that we're in, and finding like-minded people and figuring it out. What is it? What is it? What is it that, who do I need to be connected with? Who do I need to be in a, like, who do I need to have in my life? That's what I was looking for. We need to find these like-minded people and have this new learning experience in this physical realm that unity isn't always have to be the whole world being united or your family being united or your friends being united. This is speaking of in this time, in this physical world, we are talking about uniting and learning with like-minded people and uniting with them. Okay? Now, what old habits / beliefs need to be released under the full moon? And we are looking at the wheel of fortune. And this is saying that you need to release all of these toxic things and these negative thoughts so the wheel can start turning and you can start receiving some abundance and some of the things that you need to receive. You ever notice how you get in a slump and you are really just negative about it, bad things are happening, and then you're just focusing on how negative it is, and you're just like, this really sucks, Sally. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. One more bad thing happens to me, and I'm going to fucking lose it, right? Excuse my language. But when we talk like that and we spend all of our energy focusing on these negative things and how we don't want something to go wrong, and then that one more thing goes wrong and we have a mental breakdown, right? That is because you are putting out this energy of negative things, so these negative things are returning to you. So when you release these negative thoughts and these negative feelings, even if your situation isn't great right now, and I know it's really, really hard to do, it's so hard to do, but it is possible. You have to be optimistic and you have to look at the silver lining. And one of the best ways to do that is say, okay, this is what's going on, but this is what's still good for me. This is the silver lining. Things aren't all bad. So when we get in a space and we say things aren't all bad, even though they feel like they are, and we can look for the little bit of sunshine and that ray of sun, like the ray that comes out right after a storm has passed, and that rainbow, we're looking for those. Those are your silver linings to the storm. And once we get into this space and we get into this space of letting the negativity go and not responding to things negatively, we get in a space for the wheel to start turning and the abundance to flow to us, okay? Now, where do I need to go? Where do I need to go with the flow? So where have you been not flexible that needs flexibility? And we have the Four of Cups. And this is saying that you really aren't giving yourself any room to be happy with what you have. And you have a vision of how things are supposed to be, and things aren't that way right now. And it's really taking a toll on you. It's really taking a toll on your emotions, and it's really taking a toll on your mental health. And you need to realize that things don't happen overnight. And even though things aren't the way that you want them right now, you have to be in a space where you're not so consumed by that, and realize that, okay, this is part of what I want. This portion of what is going on in my life is what is a part of the future. It's not wholly together, but I do possess this part. So then how do you work to get the next part? See, we need to realize that things happen and there has to be a balance and a flow. Kind of like if you think about a waterfall. Waterfalls are really beautiful, but try to go down a waterfall, right? And it's going to be pretty scary. And you might get hurt, right? But we have to let things flow and let things fall how they're going to fall. And because there's a reason that things happen, and there's a reason that you might be going through something or you don't receive something yet because you're not in a spot to receive, and you haven't gone through what you need to go through to receive it because you won't be grateful. But we need to remember that the things that we want have to be worked towards, and it's not as cut and dry. It's not as black and white. There's a lot of blurry lines that we need to find and that we need to cross and weave back and forth. There needs to be flexibility, and you can't just say, okay, I don't have what I want, so everything's shit. No, what you need to do is say, okay, this is what I want, and this is what I have, and this is how I'm going to get to what I want, instead of just focusing on not having it, because the more you focus on not having it, the more you're not going to have it. Sorry for, I feel very, very strongly about this spread today, because I feel that it is truth for so many people, okay? Now, if you feel that you need a personal reading just for yourself, please feel free to contact me. I will love to set something up with you. Have a great day. Bye.